Hello everybody, welcome to Trash and Trails. It is August 27th, 2020, Utah County, technically Provo, a little place called the Riverwoods. We are starting on the north side of the bridge. Last we left off, I was under the bridge, cleaning up a little bit. Instead of seeing me go from under the bridge through the construction site, which I did not do, by the way, today I just went over here because this is pretty much where I could start anyway without going into the construction site. Well, that's okay. So we're going to start here and see what we can find. As I've mentioned before, this is my third go around picking up trash in this area, so a lot of what we'll see will be fresh, so to speak. There we go. And hopefully I found a nice camera angle so y'all can see what's going on for the most part. Alright, we got some stuff down there. Got a lot of flies. Not wasps this time, thank goodness. Got some styrofoam there. That does not bode well. That's a sign of bigger styrofoam pieces elsewhere. Alrighty. Oh, we got something over there. Probably from the construction site. I also tried tightening the camera a bit more onto the rig, so hopefully it will rattle a bit less. What's this? Plastic baggies full of questionable white material. No, I'm kidding. Gee, I hope not. Don't do illegal stuff, kids. That's bad. Oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff here. What in the world? No, this looks like construction stuff. Alrighty, let's make our way downtown. Making our way down this here slope. And this tree helps support, yes. It's pretty broken over there. As long as I'm careful about it, should be okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see, we've got this here. And that's there. Now apparently one issue is when I look at the water, it flashes white. The camera trying to adjust to it. So I'm going to try and start working out early in the morning. Ugh, early in the morning. To maybe lessen that. And hopefully the solar zenith angle or whatever it's called is appropriate. But hopefully looking at this water here is not going to flash too white. It's not going to white out on you immediately. I'll find that out in editing. Oh, I still need to edit the other videos. That reminds me, what I think I'm going to do, in part because I don't want to release videos of a place and then go to a place and then have like folks hassle me. Not that that's a big risk, and you know, it might be fun more than not, I don't know. I think I'm going to record an area entirely and then do a timed release of those videos. I think that's what I'm going to do. So chances are you're going to be watching this video, I'm guessing maybe 1-2 weeks after I actually film this. And that might be true for most videos, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that'll be an effective route, maybe it won't. There's a lot of new stuff. I wonder how much of this is from the construction site. Oh, we might actually fill our bag before the half hour. We shall see. Oh, you might have noticed a green little ducky and a golf ball. Some stories behind that. So I found that green ducky just randomly amongst trash one day, and I thought he was rather cute, so I kept him, cleaned him up. The golf ball is interesting. There's some trash over there, I can tell, but that's also the construction line, so I really don't want to go over there because of that, for legal reasons, you know. That's okay, we'll find plenty of other trash to improve our locale. Anyway, so the golf ball, I was walking up to a garbage bin to throw the trash away, and then all of a sudden, I hear a clack, 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 like 20 feet away, and there's this golf ball just hopping up and down the street. So I think someone hit the golf ball from their patio from an elevated location, intending to hit me, missed by a wide margin, and I just kept the golf ball. Sentimental reasons. I'm not against sentimentality. Trash. I'm not against sentimentality. I don't think it's good to be obsessed with it, but I can be sentimental sometimes. Alright, what do we got over here? We plopped our backpack over there, so I'm going to just kind of comb through here, fill up our little hands, and return to the backpack. Come here. Come here. And this time we're not going to disturb wasp nests. That was the last video. That was pretty interesting. That was a fun little adventure. Let's see. So this is, we got Budweiser. This also looks like Bud. Yep. So we got a couple of Bud. Nice variety from the usual vodka plastic bottles we've been finding recently. Alrighty. There's kind of another plot over there I want to stage my backpack. So I'm going to go and put this away, and then we'll go and move our backpack on over. Yeah. It's a nice day. Nice almost afternoon betwixt meeting. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Huh. That's odd. Well, maybe that's the normal size. If you see me in person, I'm a short guy. So that's, yeah, it's a bigger fella. You had that one. Well, bigger than me. Probably average size in that case. But that's okay. I do not mind being a little shorter. I used to hate it, especially when you're an adolescent growing up and you want the girls to notice you, but you're short, so they all hate you, or they don't hate you, but you know, it feels like they do when you're young adolescent male, and no girl wants to go out with you, especially because you're short. I get it. I was there. As I've gotten older, though, I've actually come to embrace my shortness. I rather like it. Being short has advantages. It has advantages faux show. One being you don't need as much calories, all else equal, to sustain and maintain yourself. And plus, with some very loose analysis with humans, nothing super solid has been made yet. It's been shown that all else equal, well, roughly speaking maybe, the shorter person will live a bit longer. And I forget some of the article references, but they found that with animals as well. Like when you look at the same species of animal, excuse me, when you look at the same species of animal and their size, all else equal, the relatively small critters will live longer. And I think there were like 2 studies I found, decent ones, that looked at that. I forget though; it's been a while. So for health reasons, being a little bit shorter is not a bad thing in my opinion. It also makes you a smaller target if you know that, if and when that is pertinent. Yeah. There we go. What's this? A little bit of tin. And I'm sure being tall has its advantages too. I'm not obsessed with being tall anymore and hanging upside down and inversions and all those little tricks. When you're shorter and you don't want to be short, I mean, you'll look into different things on how to get a little bit tall. Oh, I see that little Arctic Circle trash over there. Yeah, but you'll look into different things on how you can get a little bit taller. One thing that some people will do are inversion therapies, like with the gravity boots. And yeah, yuck. Yo. Just getting some of the water off so it doesn't get as horrible. Yeah, gravity boots. Although in order to get a little bit taller with those gravity boots, you have to have like a serious regimen and keep it up for like 2 years. Stand still, backpack. Thank you. You have to like keep it up for like multiple years, and it's just small little height gains. Sorry, I'm still recovering from my injury, and I'm pausing a little bit until the pain subsides enough for me to trek over. All right. So there are some folks who say that it works. It just takes a long time, and you have to be disciplined, and you have to do it constantly. And even then, I think it's like 2 inches, something like that, of height after a year. There's another method that seems solid other than that constant gravity boot inversion routine, and that is surgery. And the surgery to get a little bit taller is pretty gnarly. From what I've seen, to my understanding, they break your legs, install some metal that tweaks the break, and then you are on a long path of recovery after that. Again, if you're shorter, and if you hate being short, that's even though that sounds horrible, maybe to the average height person or tall person, but that's something that is seriously looked into at some point. Again, I've embraced my shortness. And I know some folks are like, well, shorter people, they're not as successful. Maybe numerically, and also what's their definition of success? Right? Is it monetary? If it's just monetary success, then I'd say you probably reevaluate your outlook on life if that's your only outcome variable for measuring success. Now, I also think that you can be short and be rather monetarily successful. It's possible, maybe a little bit more tough, but it's definitely possible. Although, for me, unfortunately or fortunately, I'm not going to say, monetary success is not the only There's another old wasp nest there, you can see. Is not the only outcome measure I consider. Let's take a look over there. Looks like a nice sitting spot too. This area looks clear. And see, if I were fishing, well, that water's not very high right now. It's a nice little sitting log, though. My bottom does not want to sit at the moment, though, so I'm not going to be sitting down. It's a nice little spot, though. Nice little spot. Got a log. It looks like it's got maybe that termite damage. We got something over here. Sometimes what happens, unfortunately, is people who are walking along that path will just toss stuff on over. Really inconsiderate and immature, but that's what they do. Now, if it's like a little kid who's like 7 or 8, well, I mean, if I were their parent, I'd give them a little bit of discipline for doing that, but it's a little bit more understandable with an impulsive, unthinking kid. Unfortunately, some individuals do not grow past that, and they will just toss things aside. I think as you get older, those who do that do it in part out of a lack of value or consideration for others or their surroundings, have a lack of personal responsibility. And it does not matter what your political affiliation is. It does not matter. I'm not going to get political. I'm just going to go off my observations. I've seen individuals who will be very pro-green, very concerned about climate change and so forth, and they won't have a sense of personal responsibility, and they will litter a whole lot. And I've seen individuals who are who are not concerned about human-caused climate change, and who are very against environmental regulations on people and businesses. And yet, even though they have that view, they have a very strong sense of personal responsibility, and will clean up after themselves, and will clean up after others, and will clean up litter after others. Just a matter of example, there's one friend of mine in college, and I went over his place, we're hanging out, and he was very pro-green and concerned about climate change and so forth, and saying, we should have this policy to reduce the issues and so forth. And his trash got full, and he was in the middle of a flight simulator or something like that. And I was like, I'll just take your trash out. And okay, thanks. And I was like, where's the dumpster? And he's like, oh, just throw it over. I'm like, what? So it was an apartment building. It was on the second floor, so you step out and there's a balcony. So I did, just throw it over the balcony. So I went out and I was thinking, oh, okay, so the dumpster's on the just below the balcony. And what I saw just horrified me. It was a little embankment, but it was just completely littered with garbage. It was an embankment, but it was just completely littered with garbage. It was like, there was like nice green grass underneath. Well, kind of. Where there wasn't garbage, it was nice. But it was just completely littered with garbage. And I was like, dude, I'll take it to the dumpster. He's like, no, just throw it over. It's supposed to be the management's responsibility. Oh, Michelob. That's a rare one. Usually, it's in pretty nice condition, pretty recent, I'll bet. And personally, I was shocked. I think I don't remember what I did. I like to think I went over to the dumpster, but I might have just capitulated and like whatever and just threw it over. It's not my call. It's your trash. But I like to think I just took it to the dumpster. But anyway, so it doesn't matter what your politics. Oh, and another example, another fellow, one of the most libertarian, anti-regulation guys I know. Not an anarchist, but a minarchist, which is a little bit different. Very anti-green policies, but also love the environment. And he's one of those guys where he believes, you know, free markets and privatizations will actually make things better. I'm not going to make a statement on that, but he had a lot of personal responsibility, a strong personal sense of responsibility, and so he'd do what I do, what I'm doing right now, which is picking up after other people. He's like, oh my gosh, why is this here, and so forth. We're walking about. It's like, oh my goodness, people just litter. That's horrible. And so he just picks it up. He'll walk his trash over to the dumpster or the garbage can or wherever. Okay, I'm gonna park that backpack here and I'll just make a loop, see what we can get. So anyway, it's not littering is a non-political issue. You know what I mean? It's, in my personal opinion, it's more an issue of personal responsibility. Alrighty, what do we got? A lot of cottonwood. That's one thing with cottonwood is sometimes it's hard to tell what's the cottonwood. Pollen? I think that's pollen. I don't know much about cottonwood trees. And what's trash underneath. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, let's just do a quick scan down there. Got the itchies. Ant. And it's like, you attacked my home without realizing it, I attacked you. It's like, okay, I can't blame you. Sorry, Mr. Ant. I did not mean it. Not as much as I thought. Okay. Huh, okay. I guess that area is still pretty clear. That's nice. This is a nice little outcropping too. I like this area. It does get a lot of sun though this time of day. So early morning when the sun is more over there, or later in the evening when the sun's over here, this area is pretty nice to just kind of hang out in. All right, oh, there's a little bit over there. Let's go get it. Alrighty, and there's something here. Oh, this is new. Nah, move, little wasp. I'm in no mood to be stung again. Oh no. Confetti. Some of the worst. I hate these so much. So much. Like at a kid's party in your own home, okay, cool. Out here, like I would not, if I were having like an outdoor party, I would not have little confetti like this. It's just going to blow away in the wind. It's just so horrible to pick up, like all these little pieces, because they're small and they're kind of slippery. And, hate it. Alrighty. That's that. Alright. I think that might be it for that. Let's go back to our backpack pack. Oh, there's some right here. And here's some of the kiddos walking on the path with their parents. It's nice. Picking up the sun. sun is good. Oh, more confetti? No. It's good to get some sunshine. Gotta try and find the right amount that's just right for you, though. Different bodies, respond differently to different levels of sunshine and elevation and all that stuff. Trying to find the right amount can be a tricky thing, but the more you get out and try it, the more you can find, that just right amount of time for your body to the sun. You got your 45s on? I've got my 9, but my 45 is a little heavy for these activities. Alrighty. Let's see, what else we got here? Wish I. Pick back confettis. Okay, I think that's okay. So the very first time I ran around here, now remember, it's that tree up there. There's confetti there's these little things just all over the place. First time I went around, I think I spent like 30 minutes just trying to pick up these things. Second time I went around, oh, there's some more I forgot. This is the third time I've been around. Oh, there's some more I forgot. Oh, confetti outside. No bueno. No bueno. Alright. Some plastic over there. A lot of little stuff actually coming around here. Can's getting kind of full, but mostly just with little stuff. Mints. Anything back there? I don't see anything back there. Cool. Alright, that wasn't bad. This area is still pretty decent, which is nice to see. Which means that folks aren't littering at a super bad rate around here compared to other places. Which is refreshing. That's a good thing. Mr. Wasp, you do not have to follow me everywhere. There's a wasp that's following me. And we're trying to start a garden. Right now we have a small one. I'd like to expand it to something bigger. But I don't know how I'd feel about wasps in it. I know they're pollinators. But I really hate wasps. Maybe beekeeping. Beekeeping's like a really popular thing around here. We'll get into that. I like honey. Just like Pooh Bear. One thing while growing up I used to watch a whole lot of was Pooh Bear. There was like this series of Pooh Bear cartoons. Not like the movies or anything like that, but there's like a series of Pooh Bear cartoons. And I loved watching them. And my parents would sometimes get me VHS tapes of them, and I'd beg for the VHS tapes of the Pooh Bears and just watch a lot of the Pooh Bears. Peoples. And little Easter egg shell thingies. Someone was doing an Easter egg hunt over here. Get out of there. Alrighty. Let's stage here. Put you in shade. Hi, doggo. Gotta make sure his peoples is safe. I don't want to cause a drama with poor doggo. So we'll just head on back up the trail. Very pretty doggies. Alright, let's see here while we're going back up though. We got some plastic. Oh, sorry, vines. I'm going to have to step on you. That's nice. You got like a little, it's almost like a little step path down here. Actually, I think Doggo's over, yeah, Doggo's over there. I think there's another path that kind of goes over and to the right. Here, let's go down. Enjoy a nice step path-esque experience. Yeah, it kind of goes around there. I'll just loop around. There's some plastic there anyway. There we go. These plants are mean. You gotta watch out for these plants. There's some trash over here. And the dog goes over there on my left, so I don't want to bother him. We'll just head on back after this. There we go. Head on back. Alrighty, I think this area is pretty good. So let's OODA loop up and out. Oh, missed something. There we go. And missed something else. Not a poopy bag. Oh, there's always a lot of poopy bags around here. Folks walking their doggos, putting the poopy in the baggie, which is nice. But then they don't put the poopy baggie in the trash baggie. Be nice if they did. Let's see what's under here. Enjoy a little bit of shade. Yeah. Nice canopy. I love canopy shade. Alright. Now for some, apparently a lot of other people do too, because whenever I come by here, there's like a new layer of trash. Let's see. Well, that's an interesting, viney, violent looking plant. Let's go take a look at it. What do we got here? What do we got? Bud. I think it's bud. Natural, no, that's, I forget the name brand. I don't drink beer, remember? I don't know all the brands. It's got the little eagle on it. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that plant. Oh, he's mean looking. Yeah, don't mess with me. Alrighty. Oh, look, this extends a little bit more over there. Now, if you come back to this area, please be careful with those. They can rip you up. Look how long that is. Now, I know I'm a short guy, but can you see like one of those is like about as long, almost as long as my pinky nail. That's a long thorn in my opinion. Alrighty. Let me check the time really quick. It might be time for me to say see you later, guys. Yeah, I think it is. Alrighty. Well, I think we are going to leave it there. Whatever day. Oh, there's more trash. Yeah. Let's pick up after here. Well, remember this spot because we got a nice shade tree and Mr. Thorny Bush. So whatever day you are watching this, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.